The worst feelings after a night drinking is the next morning when you feel the cigarette smoke in your mouth or when you have the drip from Coke. There's blood in my spit. Yeah, I did Coke last night.
Hypothetically.
Shit.
My one buddy in college was addicted to getting us to snort Adderall. He was such a good convincer.
Yeah.
He was the friend that always could get you to do everything. No, I'm not going to do it, Hucky. I'm not going to do it. And then later in the night, he'd be like, you know you want. In the morning, I would wake up and I would blow my nose. It would just be blue. That's when you're up at 4 a.m. What are you going to do next?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, good
You could always
times.
check your watch and it'd be 3 and you're like, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
We're going to keep talking about our drug uses.
This episode's just going to be called Drugs.
Let's do it, bro.
I cut us off at some point. I just realized that. Damn it. Speaking of drugs, let's talk about our concert.
Steroids. Oh, in concert. Yep.
Welcome back to the D2 podcast. Around the table, we got Zach Blachek, Nick Justice, Lance Hefner, Zach Devo, Luke over at the producer table. I'm not going to say your last name so they can't find you.
That's a good point.
Welcome back to the D2 podcast. Use code BASHMOUTH or D2 with BASHMOUTH, code D2 with the Flavor Gang. How are we doing, boys?
What up?
Brilliant.
This is our second week as a full squad.
Yeah, dude.
We got a
So
full
fun.
day ahead of us.
Full day.
Dude, we're
Full
going to go,
sunny
for people
day.
listening, we're going to go Frisbee golfing after this. And then tonight, we're going to just be social. Go to the bars, but we don't know what.
College football.
Like
Yeah.
bars.
We don't know where,
Where?
when,
We're just going to go.
or how.
I have a feeling Lance isn't even going to show up.
You know what I told you? Your anxiety is easy to read, dude.
So easy. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. We're all going to meet up, and I'm going to text Lance in the group chat, and he's like, oh, yeah, sorry, boys. I was doing this, and this. You know, I don't think I'm going to make it.
I was cleaning my shower.
After the fact.
He was literally in the truck like, I don't even know if I want to go.
Yeah, you're a fag for that.
I'll be there.
Come on, who's the what? Hold on.
I'll be there.
We'll get him.
I made a point. I was like, I never
he
even want to go, but we got to go. Like, it'll be
This
fun.
will literally be the only
Even
time.
if we go out for just a cut, like
I feel like
I
feel like we're all like that though. When we look
No,
forward to
'cause-
plans and we're like, ah, fuck, like I have to go out.
Then the
No,
day,
no,
the day
it's
of, you're like,
yeah, but
You
then
know
once
what
you actually get out and do it, it's a blast.
You know what it is though? It's the thing. Yeah, because like I look back on like Snapchat memories when him and I have gone out. Like I think we've gone out together.
we just
twice,
had one come
right?
up that was our like 3-year.
Yeah.
From we were choosing
experience.
Yeah,
Damn.
Vegas.
But
bombs.
I thought it was going to be just an ass night. But like, I always have to remind myself, like, what makes the night is like the crew you take with you.
Oh, yeah.
Like the last few times, I rarely, like, we all rarely go out. It's like the last few times I have gone out, every single time it has been like shoulder to shoulder busy. And it has
Anxiety
been like,
driven.
well, it's just the fact that it's like, for the fuck's sakes, like, it's like, I don't want to be at that style of a bar anymore.
Brady's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, tonight's
It's
going to
Brady
be
Fest.
fucking.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I think we should pick wherever we go, because I'm with you, Lance. Like,
We might need to take a peek though.
Oh, yeah, we'll take a peek. Yeah, maybe.
Just
But, like, one of the things, like, I like, when I'm going out, I like more of, like, going out and actually doing stuff instead of just talking and waiting for everybody to get another drink.
Correct.
Like, I want to play bags. I want to shoot pool. I want to play darts. You know
We
what I'm
should
saying?
start at Ope.
Yeah.
Let's start
Fuck
at Ope.
yes.
yeah, we should go to Ope. Ope is
Yeah.
a blast.
I've never
That's
been
where
there.
volleyball is.
Dude,
It's
it's
right
right
by
up the
his
road from me.
apartment,
It's
yeah.
fucking sweet.
Really?
It's right
They've got,
between here and his apartment. Like,
It's got like
directly
beach
in the
volleyball
middle.
league and shit.
Oh,
They
shit.
got 6 lines of bags. They got volleyball. They got everything there.
Let's do that,
It's
and
pretty
then,
sick.
like, if we want to make it
do have some
downtown,
good
where
tap
like
here.
if the night goes on where we want to make it downtown and like have a little of different vibe, we can just easily go downtown.
You know what the key is? Starting with something like that to
Easy.
ease into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I really feel like
Top
that's what it
golf.
is, because it's like, what's that?
Okay,
Do
but
Top Golf.
That'd be fun one of these days for a few.
that
days.
one's kind of far away though. I think that's all
That's
the way up
way,
where we were
that's
yesterday.
so far though. Yeah.
All right, fine.
But we can still play games.
Okay.
We can still play games. But fuck, what was I gonna say? It's a fine line.
yes.
So it's
Yes.
a fine
Yes,
line.
yes,
So
yes.
if you go to one of those kind of bars, it's a good way to ease into it, but it's also a good way to fall asleep.
Very true.
Because then you
Oh,
get
yeah.
through 3 drinks, you've played like
Yeah.
4 games, now you're sitting around like the
So do
fire,
you-
and then you
you're
go,
just
well, are
getting
we
out.
ready to go downtown? And you go,
I think you're just.
Are we gonna have to be the Band-Aid ripoff tonight?
we'll have to feel it out, dude. I don't know what
Band-Aid ripoff?
So like, okay, so like, you know how I was saying dip your toes into the water?
Yeah.
There's really only 2 options when it comes to going out. Either
Yeah.
you're jumping headfirst in, or you're dipping your toes. But like he said, dipping the toes is a dangerous game, because if you dip your toes
You could feel
and the water's
satisfied.
too cold, sometimes you'll pull back and go sit
I'll
right
say
back
this.
down.
No
I
one
think
ever
if we
does
dip
that.
our toes going into it, first off, I think we should
I
dip
think
our
we need
toes,
to.
but no smoking. Dog, that's gonna put us to sleep. That's gonna put us to sleep.
And for that, I'm out.
But because that's what's gonna make us not
I
want.
will say
you
this:
mix it
you're
with the
not
energy.
wrong. You're
Pen.
not
I'm not
wrong
wrong at all.
You're
I know
not
I'm
wrong.
not.
Just had a
Yeah.
sativa.
Dude,
When?
you fall
When?
asleep whatever you smoke. Shut up.
That's a good point. I feel like the strains don't matter.
I
with
bet
how
if we
you
bring
feel.
a pen, it wouldn't be.
That's
as
what I'm
bad.
saying. Pens.
Yeah, that's true. Flour.
I gotta hit the
Flour will
Yeah.
vary.
I can't
There
be in
is a
public.
difference.
I can't be in public
I don't
without
get.
it.
I don't
Yeah.
get sleepy on
Gotta
a
people
pen.
watch.
I'll feel like energized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'd say it. Yeah.
What are we? What's the vibe? What are we all wearing?
Dude, I'm excited to put jeans on. Like I literally haven't worn jeans in so fucking long.
Hey, bro, put those ones you had on last night.
Yeah. Bring out the cuts.
I'm gonna go jean shopping tonight.
I gave him shit one time, and I didn't actually mean to give him shit. I just wanted to see if it would work.
got in my head.
Because we just smoked one of those those pre-rolls I brought back from Michigan.
Yeah.
So we were there.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah,
all of
we
a sudden,
were
I
there.
looked at him and I was just like, "Sick jeans, bro." And all of a sudden, he looked down and he looked up and he like stopped talking for like 3 minutes. And I was like, "Oh, my bad. Did I get in your head?" He's like, "You achieved it."
because everyone wasn't wearing ripped jeans, and that's all.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all I had that
Who
would fit
cares?
me.
Hey,
man.
well,
I just
you
wanted
and
to
I
see
will
if it.
tonight.
I just wanted to see if it.
I was
You and I
wearing-
will.
I was wearing a
It's a
pair-
good vibe downtown.
I was wearing a pair of Wranglers from fucking Walmart. dude.
Surprised you found a pair of jeans.
You
that
want to
fit.
know what I
Dude,
honestly might
I
wear
showed you the
tonight?
waist.
I might just wear jeans, my fucking
I'm wearing a
over
t-shirt.
my cowboy boots, and just fucking flannel.
You got cowboy boots?
I got a
Hot.
truck. I got a truck now, so
You're
you
gonna
gotta
be
wear.
sweating.
Oh, I've always had cowboy boots, bro.
Yeah,
Sweating
you
like
can
a
rock some good
motherfucker.
cowboy
True,
boots.
good point.
Just wear a tee.
Do you have one
Maybe
pair
it's
of cowboy
just
boots?
If you wear
I
a
got
tee
two.
right now, dude, you will fucking be the look of the scene.
Nick,
Yeah, I'm gonna wear an oversized
Wear
shirt.
cut off. Wear cut off.
No,
Wear a tank.
no. Bro, I'm gonna. Dude,
Wear an oversized
Bro,
shirt.
Rally could give a fuck if girls started hitting on me, but Rally would get annoyed because all the dudes would start talking.
Yeah,
to
all
me.
the guys
and
would start
she knows
talking
that
to
the
me,
dudes would just fucking take me
Yeah.
away from her.
Like,
you know,
what's
all
up,
night.
man?
'Cause
Yeah.
Rally, if a
What is
girl
he
talks to
running?
me, Rally knows that either one, if Rally doesn't see it, I'm just gonna tell, "Hey, bitch, get the fuck out of here," or Rally's gonna be like, "Come right up and do something."
Be
Yeah.
gone
And
with
I'm
you.
like,
But a guy,
she's like, you get so much fucking attention from dudes. I'm like, trust me, that's why I never wear t-shirt or tight shirts or tanks in public anymore.
That's smart, actually, dude. Because you do forget that it's all just
bro. The bigger you
bros.
get, the
All
more
guys.
attention
Bros.
from dudes you get.
The
Yeah.
few
They'll all
times that
come
I
up to
have
you.
gone out
There's
in
a
like
line
the
you
young
cross
LA
it.
shirts, people come right up to you at the bars and be like, "Oh, you work out?"
Yeah, literally, 100.
How
percent
much you badge?
No, dude. The best part is though, immediately if they are into the gym, you can like just lock in.
That's
on that
a-
for,
Yeah, but
like,
the
20,
last
30
thing,
minutes.
why I'm so excited about going out tonight though, is because what you said. Like, there's times where I'm out and they just like, you know, people will find like, oh, he goes to the gym. I'm start talking to him. Start talking about the gym. Start talking about working out, bro. When I'm out, I don't want to think about fucking fitness.
No.
I don't want to think about
Escape,
bodybuilding.
yeah.
Like that's why I'm so excited for tonight is to be in a social setting outside of the gym.
Yeah.
you know
That's
what I'm saying.
that's
You
what we're
haven't
talking
been in a
about.
social setting like that in how long?
Before January.
Damn, dude. Packer game.
Shit.
No,
December.
we went to a Bucks game.
Oh, that's right.
Remember
yeah.
on prep?
game.
Yeah.
So that was that, and
Oh
then
yeah, you did do that on prep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
I'd
we
say
did
honestly, the last. Did we go to the Bucks game before or after the Arnold?
After. Way after.
Was
a
it
couple
okay?
months
Okay.
after.
So I think the last social thing was.
Weren't you
the
just
Bucks
starting
game.
That's
prep
probably
in
2 months ago.
at the Arnold?
February.
Oh no, at the Arnold.
Oh no,
I was-
you were
2,
in
3
prep
months
by
ago?
then.
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
16 weeks out at that point.
Yeah, you were still good. Yeah.
Okay. Follow up question. Now that did we all discuss what we were gonna? Okay, oversized in jeans. You said.
Yeah, jeans. I'm either gonna wear a nice pair of fucking
More
Nikes
Air
or my
Forces.
cowboy boots.
More my Air Forces for sure.
What are you gonna rock?
Same thing.
I'm gonna go shopping. I hate all my
I would like
outfits.
to. I would like to.
Let's
come
go
with. I would like-
shopping.
I'd like to come with.
All right,
I'd like
let's
to
go.
help.
We're going out.
All right.
What time are we meeting?
When are you gonna have time for this?
Yeah.
After-
Disc, lift, and then out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What time are we meeting?
We could all just run to the Mayfair.
No, we're not going.
You want to
Not a bunch of girls. I don't know when we're meeting. We don't need to discuss these plans.
No,
on the
not
podcast.
at all. We'll talk about it
I
later.
think that's good. I think that's good pod talk.
Talking about our plans.
They're gonna know where we are.
We're just shooting the
Probably
shit.
shouldn't.
No, 'cause
Actually,
this is
wait,
gonna be
no,
lunch
this will
after.
it.
All right. What's your
yeah.
drink of choice tonight?
Old fashioned.
Fuck.
Old
Bro,
fashioned.
I got you on old fashioned and I love it. I love how I got this fucker
I've been
hooked
thinking-
on
You
it.
really like those
Oh,
now?
I love them, dude.
Really?
I
Dude, yeah.
love them.
I love how I got him
I
hooked.
gotta try
They're
one of those.
so
again.
good.
Been a
I
while.
like the bourbon.
Do you really?
I like bourbon.
You're a bourbon guy.
Oh,
Wow.
whiskey.
They've got.
I like whiskey too. I like
Whiskey.
whiskey too.
I should have told you that too. One of my clients
But
at
it's
work
both
was
good.
telling me about a really nice place not far from Cedarburg that does it's like this really nice restaurant, but like before, or you can do it before or after, but they have like all these different like bourbon tastings, and they take you on like a tour of like the
That's
building,
Uh-huh.
and they go through like each barrel, like all this different shit, and like you get to like try different ones. And she said it's like
That's cool.
like
You
phenomenal.
probably get absolutely
Fucked.
wasted on
Fuck. She
Like-
said it was a blast though, dude.
I would
She said
probably
it's
just look
really
like a
good.
pussy the whole time.
Yeah.
Just take
No,
a
I'm
sip.
good.
I would take a sip and be like,
Well, getting back to what we're
got
getting
some
back
nice
to what we're
vanilla.
drinking tonight, dude. Like,
Things like Clorox wipes.
the disgusted face.
dude, I don't even know what I'm gonna drink because when I was with Rally's family last weekend, like I had that like a 1.5 ounce, 2 ounce shot or drink, like not a shot because you don't take shots of Bulgarian moonshine. Like Bulgarian moonshine, Diva. I think I told you this, but it's literally called Bulgarian poison. Like I've never you know when you get to the point when you're drunk and you know you've had quite a few drinks where your vision goes blurry.
Yeah.
You know, okay, that's like after an X amount of drinks.
Yeah.
This moonshine, well, it was like instant within 30 minutes vision blur.
Moonshine, dude.
Yeah. But the thing was, I wasn't drunk yet. Like I was like buzzed, and I'm like, dude, this
You're in
is
control
so
still.
bad for me.
Yeah.
yeah. And dude, I had a migraine for like 12 hours after that. It was so bad.
One time we had an Angus conference for the military, so enlisted soldier conference in West Virginia, and they free drinks the whole week, and then you would just have a party every night. It was crazy. It was just like nightclubs and everything. But there was this guy from Louisiana who makes his own moonshine. He had the full like big old belly,
Overalls.
big long beard, overalls, no shirt on.
Yeah.
And he's just like, you gotta try this moonshine. He had like 6 different flavors. It did not even taste like alcohol.
Apple ones.
Wow.
Are crazy.
And I took 3. I went down the line, took 3 sips, and just like chatted with him. And then by the time I was walking away, I remember just fading into blackness.
Holy shit.
I just blacked out for like the next 2
Damn.
hours. Yeah. It was crazy though. It was like our 3rd and 4th drink of the night. I was like, what the fuck was that?
I back in high school, you guys know what Hodag Country Fest is up in Rhinelander?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's just like you know, like country USA.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
literally
Yep.
like
Similar vibe.
it's like it's pretty much a smaller version of that, but the northern Wisconsin just gets horny as fuck for it.
Yeah.
Wild, big
It's
name
fucked up
artists
all
come.
week, yep.
So back in high school, I went there with my cousin, and you camp out like for a couple days
Yep.
when you're there, and so obviously every night partying like a motherfucker, campers,
Yep.
bonfires, everything.
time.
And I was hungry as fuck, dude. Like all the food had been gone. Like, my cousin and all his fat fucking friends, like literally, I was like, dude, I have nothing to eat. And I went to the camper, and there was like this half-opened fucking apple pie. No bullshit. So I ate half the apple pie. Like I'm talking legit apple pie. It tasted amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I just woke up the next day at 1 p.m. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? And he's like, bro, that apple pie was cooked with moonshine. Oh. Yeah, bro. So I don't remember what the fuck happened at all. Like nobody knows where the fuck I was the entire night.
You just can't. You
Yeah.
just fell asleep.
And I woke up. I didn't wake up in that camper. I woke up in somebody else's camper.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's the scary part.
It was wild, bro. Yeah.
They cook with that?
Well, it was baked in it.
Yeah.
Cook with the moonshine.
If it tastes
Wild.
good, you're gonna be fucked.
It was
up.
nuts, dude.
One more blackout story then.
Oh,
Because
for sure.
Now it's got me on a roll.
Yeah.
I was doing a day party and we were just pounding. Cool Lights, KUL. You remember those? Did you ever see those? They were like $9. Like
Yeah, I think I
$30.
remember those. Yeah.
Cool Lights, pounding them. And then my buddy's like, "Hey, you want to do some or take a pinch of chew?" I was like, "I've never done it."
Yep.
So I put it in, held it in like a huge glob, and I'm just drinking. There's pictures of me like of the downfall.
No.
Because you see me like having a good time. First got it in, then
Yeah.
you see a couple pictures later, my eyes are a little more closed, and then there's like a 4th and 5th pic where it's just blurry and my eyes are completely shut. And then I woke up, dude. I woke up in a fucking just bush.
What the fuck?
All of a sudden, I woke up.
With you guys waking up in places.
I woke up. And it was dark out, and I'm like, oh my god, where am I? And I
Damn.
stand up from the bush, take a couple feet forward, and I can hear cars going. So I was like in like probably about 100 yards into the woods.
What?
And I like go back to the road, and I was like, oh, there is a cut that you can go through, but it's like I must have just fucking passed out trying
Yeah.
to do it, couldn't solve it.
You fell
And
asleep
so
in the woods?
Yeah, so I got back to the road, jogged all the way
Mosquitoes.
like the mile back to my apartment. I don't know how
Holy
the fuck I got
shit.
out there. Yeah, dude, I had the chew and the liquor just must have collided in me. And
To be
said,
honest, if I
"Let's fuck
had
this
chew,
dude
I'd
up."
probably, if we're drinking tonight, I'd probably pop a little dip ski in if I was drinking.
Well, now all the kids
Dude,
just
last night
hit
we
the Zins.
joked. we
I'll probably have a Zin in.
Yeah.
I like Zins.
We were at that event last night at that concert, which, by the way, we have
Wild,
we
I
have to
heard,
discuss that at some point soon.
Yeah.
But dude, at
That'll
one
be a
point,
transition.
we were talking about grabbing beers, and then all of a sudden, like we walked by and I smelled a cigarette, and I was like, all right.
Dude, I smelled a cigarette too. I was like, that could be nice.
Well, bro, just like
When you're having a beer, dude, there's just something about it.
Well, dude, just like when you and I went to the Packer game, it was just me being in the environment.
Yeah.
Lance and I parked, and I was like, "Hey, Lance, I'm gonna go over to the Kmart over there. I'm gonna get a tinted shoe and some fucking cigs." And he's like, "The fuck?" And I was just fucking smoking darts for the game. And I was like, it was just the environment.
It made sense when you can feel it.
I'll get
It's
some.
like
Hey, if you guys want Cheyennes tonight, so it's not gonna be like the harsh taste of like Marlboros or anything. But if you want some Cheyennes, I'll get some Cheyennes.
You love
Oh
them,
my
Cheyenne.
God.
Who is this
Fuck
guy?
yeah, bro.
They taste
Who have
good.
you turned into?
Okay, so want to know a funny story about prep?
He's reverting.
Want to know a funny story about prep? So when I was in Tennessee, before I started like, just like because I got a vape on prep just from stressed, have a taste in my mouth. I wanted to stay busy
Oh,
with
so you
stuff.
got tobacco.
No, so before I got the vape when I was in Tennessee, what I ended up doing is like, you know what? I don't want to fucking buy vape. I don't like vaping. When I'm vaping, I feel like a fag. So it's like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gas station and I'm gonna get a pack of cigs.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna smoke some cigs, and I'm like, that's what's gonna keep me away from a vape. So I go to the gas station and they don't have any Cheyennes. And Cheyennes are mini cigars, okay? But they like look like a cigarette. And I'm like, fuck, what do I tell this Indian dude? Dude barely spoke English. So in my mind, I'm literally like, what do I do? What if I smoked a Fuad? And like when I smoked cigs with Fuad, I'm fucking drunk, so I don't even taste it. So I'm like, Marlboro Red. Dude, strong, hard as fuck.
That's
like
all-
some
Yeah, you got
backwoods.
Marlboro
That's
Red.
all I
Punch.
smoke, dog.
Holy shit.
Good
dude.
Marb, a good one.
A good Marb Red.
No,
I had one.
It's a great one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Dude, that shit's strong as fuck.
It's a cig.
It's literally like stuffing your face into a
That's
campfire and just breathing in ash.
I have a shirt that has Marble Red.
Really?
The shirt I wore to the concert with Aaron, everybody commented on it.
It's like
They're
the old-fashioned
I have
farmer cigarette.
Marble Red patch on it because that's what we used to smoke all of college.
But when people see you smoking a Marlboro
Damn.
Red, people literally like have respect for you,
You are
when they
from Stevens
know
Point.
you smoke Marlboro Reds.
Yeah, we'd smoke them
That's a
outside the
Stevens
bar. And
Point
people,
thing for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
people who have never smoked cigarettes would be like, "Yo, can I hit that?"
Yeah.
We'd be like, "Yeah, come on." We were bad. Girls would always be like, "You guys are bad influences."
That's
We'd
funny
just
as fuck.
Standing outside the bar, hitting foot
Hey.
up on the fucking wall, smoking
Hey,
cigs.
drunk cigs don't count,
Dude,
bro.
They don't count.
They don't count.
And then I would wake up the next morning and go,
Taste it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
"Why would I ever
Yup.
do that?" But then the
Dude.
minute you're hammered and have a little Adderall in the system,
Yeah.
you're like,
the worst
"Okay."
the worst feelings after a night drinking is the next morning when you feel the cigarette smoke in your mouth.
Yeah.
Or when you have the drip from Coke. And you just wake up the next morning and
The
it's
drip
like
from
your
Coke
nose.
is the worst.
I blow my nose and my nose is fucking crusty blood. I spit and there's blood in my spit. I'm like, yeah, I did Coke last night. Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically,
Or if you throw up and there's like sizzles in it.
What?
What are sizzles?
What the
The
hell?
Coke, like the Coke res from it being like in the back of your throat.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Like
really?
if you throw up the next morning, it's like all in your puke. Which kind of feels good because I'm getting it out of my system.
I would fucking just snort it back up.
hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
because I'm getting
What the hell?
hypothetically, my one buddy in college was addicted to getting us to snort Adderall, which is basically just doing
I guess.
cocaine.
Yeah,
It,
pretty
like
much.
hits just the same,
Same, exactly.
and but it just
Lasts
lasts
longer.
way longer,
Way longer.
So I would always start to black out, and he was such a good convincer. Like he
Yeah.
was the friend that always could get you to do everything.
Yeah.
And so I would be like, "No, I'm not going to do it, Hucky. I'm not going to do it." And then it would be like later in the night, he'd be like, "You know, you want to." And I'd be like, also, the next
Yep.
morning, I would wake up and I'd blow my nose like in the bathroom. It would just be blue.
Do you guys you remember those the higher dose Adderall pills where it's not like a tablet but it's a capsule and it's got all the little balls inside?
Yeah.
Is that the
Oh,
extended
yeah,
release?
Yeah, it's the extended release.
One time I
'cause
was
then
out
those-
I was out on the boat and for 4th of July 2 or 3 years ago. And
Hypothetical.
everybody the people that had Adderall ran out of the tablets, like 10 milligram tablets.
Yep.
So this I don't know if this was like a 40 or 50, but I'm like, fuck, dude, like this is the extended release. It's for me to hit it. Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna snort it, all these little pebbles, because it's gonna hit my system quicker instead of just getting
How would they get
trickled
absorbed?
through my. Bro, all those pebbles sat in my fucking nose, and I was probably rolling off Adderall for probably 12 hours because it took so much longer to absorb because they were in my nose.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, it was wild. Like it honestly felt like I was on coke for 12 hours.
That's when you're up at like 4 a.m. like, what are we going to do next?
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh dude, it was. I remember that night I was fucking driving people back and forth on the boat and shit. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, dude, good
you
times.
You could always tell those nights because you'd be in the back and you'd check your watch and it'd be like 3 and you're like, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah.
We always had A bars.
We're gonna keep talking about our drug uses.
This episode's just gonna be called drugs.
Let's do it, bro.
Look, you gotta cut us off at some point. I just realized that. Damn it.
Should we
No,
talk
this would be
about?
All
good.
right, speaking of drugs, let's talk about our concert.
Steroids. Oh, in concert. Yep.
Yep. We saw 49 Winchester last night.
Kicked.
Is that what it was?
Cedarburg.
Fire.
Yep. Cedarburg put on a free festival in the park.
Nuts.
They're playing a paid concert in Madison tonight, and we got to see them free.
Damn,
Because
how much are they
See-
selling tickets for?
like $60.
What?
Yeah, they're a pretty well known
Dude,
band.
they've got
$1
1.7 million followers on Spot. Dude, I'm telling you,
Holy
that was
shit.
probably one of those concerts where, like, in a few years,
We'll
be
good.
talking about like how big they've gotten, and we got to see them for free.
He sounds
There
just
was a
like
good
Chris
turnout
Stapleton.
yesterday.
Dude, they had a
They jammed.
full crowd
Yeah.
at the end, and they yelled
They
one
asked
more
for an
song
encore
twice.
twice. Yeah,
Really?
twice.
Yeah.
Dude, they fucking rocked.
Yeah,
They were good.
No
It felt
shit.
like Chris Stapleton.
I wanted to
vibes.
talk
That's
about,
cool.
I want to
So
talk
good.
about that vibe too, just that overall vibe. You know, you're getting a little older when you just want to put a blanket out and sit.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
chair and just watch a concert seated.
Dog,
like
hell
as a
yeah.
rock star, definitely don't want to see that when you're
Yeah.
up on stage. Like, can you stand up? As a watcher, loved it. I was sitting there
it's
locked
great.
in, just doing one of
Locked in.
these,
Yeah.
The best.
smiling.
Well, I know
talking
it's
every
funny.
here and there.
I can relate to that exact feeling that you just expressed because going up, leaving Sunday tomorrow to go up north with Rally, and Rally and I go to camp for 2 nights. And I remember when I was a kid, when my dad and I would go camping, my dad would just love sitting in the lawn chair doing nothing besides like fishing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? This is so boring. But like now, I caught myself yesterday thinking, man, I just can't wait to veg for 10 hours straight at a
Yeah,
campground.
right.
You know, it's just
Sick.
just like going to a concert instead of going to a concert where the energy is like mosh pit energy.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's
Yep.
all fucked
That's
up,
too
college
much.
vibe. It's just like, because like, dude, you're more present at
Yep.
events like that.
I was worried because Aaron's like, I want to take pictures. I was like, we're like up front. We're gonna be like blocking
killed
people's
that.
Yeah, yeah.
views and stuff. We turn around and I look in the sea of people. Like I thought we're gonna be looking at the band and we were gonna be in the way.
Looking at you.
No, they were all just looking at each other,
Oh.
playing cards.
Doing
Some
their
guy
thing,
was
dude.
eating.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, we're good. I was having this high anxiety. I was like, okay, when you turn around, it's got to be quick. You got to be
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
And then I turned around and I looked at Erin because she was getting nervous too. I was like, oh, don't worry, no one's paying a fucking attention. But that's the vibe that's chill now. Is like
Right.
just going. There's music in the background. There's food all over. Walk around a little bit, throw the football, and then just sit. And
We just
Such good
football.
vibe.
That has
not going.
become, I don't know what it is, but like we talked about it before, but dude, since like we went to Michigan obviously for the
Yeah.
4th of July. Since like coming back, at one point it was the first time I ever heard Andy say like, damn, maybe you got something figured out with this like up north stuff, because she's always been like city, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Like that's
yeah.
all she's talked about like moving to.
Yep.
And it was the first time she was like, this is kind of like really nice, because it was like, dude, like we were walking back at one point yesterday. I literally looked at them and I'm like, stay quiet. And you couldn't hear any noise.
It was silence,
It was just,
yeah.
and it was thousands of
Love
people
it.
walking home. And I literally joked with them. I'm like, this has become like growing up, you see that kind of stuff and you're like, there's no way. Like, you know what I mean? You're
Yeah,
like, I don't
yeah,
know if
yeah.
I could do that. That seems boring.
Yep.
And then you start getting a little bit older and you're like, oh, so this is actually like, this is the financial
Yep,
because there's
yep.
some money in that area.
For sure.
For sure.
See, I've always wanted a place like that. I want to have a place up north. And then when I'm not there, I'd Airbnb it out. You know,
Smart.
and then I would just like every year I'd have like a month blocked off where it's just me.
You
And
wouldn't want to
hunting
live in an
season.
area like that?
Well, in terms of think about what we do,
It
you know,
is
for
kind of-
business,
yeah,
like
we need
it
to
would
be
be,
around people.
yeah, everything. A lot of the stuff's online, but like being in an area where fitness is much more, in bodybuilding is much more of a, not as much of an afterthought, I should say,
Yeah.
for a general, you know, younger population.
You need to be in a bigger
dude.
area.
There's
Yeah,
no way
you
I'd
need-
be have business where it's at right now if I was still living up north.
No.
But
I
that's
didn't,
why
mean like,
Cedar-
I didn't mean like Eagle River. I meant like
Oh.
Cedarburg,
That's
the
why
Whitefish
Cedarburg's
Bay.
nice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Mequon, like
Easy.
that's
Houses.
my
Yeah,
goal
they're
now.
still like Milwaukee count. Like they're close.
You're
enough,
still close
Yeah.
enough, but like you have to like have money to get to
Yeah.
that.
So still Milwaukee area.
them
I'd
in the city.
easily fucking.
Keep them in the city.
Yeah.
That's
Bro,
what-
speaking of fucking city,
keep
like
us
city
poor people.
ordinances or city like city taxes, bro. So
Yeah.
you know where I live, I'm literally on the edge of Milwaukee County and Tulsa. I'm on Blue Mound. So like my address says Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But like I'm practically still in Tulsa.
Yeah.
I can see the water tower.
But you got to pay.
That's
that.
how it was for me.
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
it's
literally had to
crazy.
change the price on my truck because they were like, "Hey, your address is not coming up as Wauwatosa, even though you said it is." I'm like,
Milwaukee,
"It is."
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wait, shit's Milwaukee. They're like, well, there's a 2.6% increase in tax for buying a new vehicle just for Milwaukee County.
Yep.
Dog, it increased my they added like $1,900 just because I was in Milwaukee
immediately.
County.
Yeah, it's ass. That's why I don't mind
Wild.
going all the way out to New Berlin to that Costco and shit like that. Because anytime I buy groceries in the city, I'm like, dude, why the fuck is this so much?
I bought fucking zucchini the other day. Okay? Weighed that shit out. It was like $12.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
For zucchini?
For zucchini. Yeah.
That's blasphemy.
And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, no fucking wonder people can't afford shit nowadays.
Yeah.
And no wonder people are stealing everything at Walmart. We don't steal.
Kellogg's.
We don't steal.
Kellogg's CEO goes, eat more cereal then. It's only $4 a box.
Yes.
Poison.
A bunch of sugar
40
and fake
grams
of
things.
sugar.
We're going to turn into dogs eating kibble?
Yeah, dude. Come on.
My kids are so fat.
That's what they want.
I haven't
what
even
they-
had cereal
they're
post show,
destroying
and
us.
I really want to have post cereal. I want to have cereal,
Rice
but I
Krispies.
know the moment I get a
3
crunch.
wishes.
3 wishes.
The 3 wishes cereal.
It's pretty good.
It's the protein cereal.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
Gas.
that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Gas.
But dude, I just like the crunch. Like crunch on stuff is like what gets me.
Yeah.
Like that's why I've been making my last meal, my cod meal with fish
you said the
sandwiches,
sandwich.
is because I put lettuce on it. And the only all I do is to make it super low calorie. Instead of doing egg wash, flour, panko crumbs, egg wash, like repeating that, I just do egg wash, panko crumbs. And it adds like 40 calories, but like it's the crunch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Crunch.
damn,
Do you use like what do you call those pans here? Like what's that good pan? The deep the good one. For
Cast
steaks?
iron.
Yes. Do you use that for your fish?
no, so I use air fryer for my fish because
Oh, that's
cast
smart.
iron.
That's smart.
Cast iron
Fry it,
is
baby.
best used like with actual oil, butter, because it has
that's
to like
right,
season
that's
it.
right. Yeah.
I've never had the best luck with cast iron and nonstick sprays.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not
it's
doing
so-
olive
it's
oil or
terrible.
anything like that?
Yeah.
Well, for my last meal, since my last meal is very low in fat,
Oh.
besides like the little bit of almond butter I have in it, it's just like one of those things where I feel better going to bed with like higher protein, higher fats. But if I have lower fats in that meal, I'll have a little bit higher carbs.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm just trying to limit where I'm putting the fats.
Yeah.
Have you had any creamies?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And I've only had 2 post show.
Nice.
I'd say the one that I really enjoyed best was the blueberry donut hostile way.
That's right.
I made a blueberry donut cheesecake one, and it was fucking. I crunched up a little of the graham crackers in there,
crunch.
some blueberry. I mixed in actual blueberries to it too.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
Did you put
but
whipped cream on it?
But I will say, bro, do you guys remember? No, I wanted to. Do you guys remember when before prep when I say like I wouldn't do any sugar free anything because my gut was very sensitive? Bro, my gut's way more sensitive now to sweeteners than it's ever been. It's
Really?
it sucks because I want the Ninja Creamies so bad, but the fat-free, sugar-free pudding mix fucks me up, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like bloats the fuck out of me.
Damn.
When was the last time you had it?
The creamy?
Yeah.
About 4 days ago.
Or before the 4 days ago. Like, how long has it been?
Oh, at like 4 weeks out from my first show.
Oh, okay.
So that's quite a while ago. That's like
Yeah.
2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
Damn. How long were you in prep total?
About 30 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. January 1st. 28 weeks. 28.
Damn.
Some
Yeah.
questions right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there are
We
some
don't have to.
questions right
We
here.
don't have to. We can do
Onwards
something
and
else.
upwards. All right, we'll move on to questions.
Yeah, we'll move on to
Zach
some
wants
questions.
know.
All right.
Okay, this is a really good one. So this is somebody asked a question. I have okay, so they're training legs, but there's no pain when they don't use knee sleeves, but they can lift more with them. Should I wear them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wait,
If you don't
can
have
you
any
repeat
pain,
that
that's
again?
great.
So if you know how people use knee sleeves because there's pain or discomfort?
Yeah.
Like
Compression.
they don't have any of that, but they've noticed that they can lift more. But I will say, they can lift more with the knee sleeves.
Well,
I
yeah.
will say, like,
Are
if
they-
somebody's lifting more with knee sleeves, but you don't have a good connection to that muscle, then okay, I would be like, kind of missing the forest for the trees here,
I was
or missing the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. So they're saying that they do have pain without them though.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
There's
They've
zero
noticed.
pain
They've noticed
involved.
that having knee sleeves on helps them lift more.
I think it's good
Well, yeah.
leverage to use if you want to put more muscle
I
on
would-
for sure, because you can lift more weight. But yeah, like he was talking, like you might not get that muscle connection, but I would get that muscle connection first and really figure out like how to get in tune with like your
Yeah.
quads, hamstrings,
Yeah,
and things
yeah.
like that before you start.
Correct.
using
Because just
those utensils.
moving weight is not correlative to hypertrophy. Just
No.
moving weight.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
kind
it's,
of why I was
You
getting
have to
confused
feel.
on that.
Yeah, you got to
I was-
feel that shit.
but also, okay, let me play devil's advocate. What about if somebody's super young and they're wearing elbow sleeves and knee sleeves?
Depends on where their physique's at.
I always say, like,
Is-
I mean,
and how much
Well,
load
let's just say
moving.
they're in it for 2 years.
I don't think they'll need it if they're super young, if we're being completely honest.
No.
Because I do think it's good to help build strong joints, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely used a belt.
Yeah, for sure. Use a belt.
Yeah,
Yep.
use a belt, but like wrist wraps, the elbow sleeves, the knee sleeves.
I would use more of the wrist straps,
I was telling
honestly.
him it comes down to load.
Straps,
though.
I would.
I don't care how many years into it you've been.
I
But
would
once you get to a point where once
sorry,
you get to a point where you're moving like heavy load, like you're hitting 315 on incline, you're hitting 9-10 plates on leg
heavy
presses. That's when you need you can start to justify wearing it because you need the support.
Very true.
But it varies. If you're younger and you're at those loads, maybe you might want to
But
keep them healthy.
if you're
strong.
younger, you got
Yeah.
to think about perception here. If somebody's just getting into the gym, let's say even 1 to 2 years, and their heavy load is even 185 on incline bench.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to think in their mind, and this is not the wrong way of thinking, but sometimes I think people don't think about the other side of things. They're going to think, oh, man, this is like a heavy load for me, because they're not comparing themselves to the loads that
it's not real heavy load.
guys that are seasoned are doing it, but it's heavy to them. But at the same time, I think it's super fucking important, like Zach was saying, is your joints need to feel what load is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that load is very subjective and relative to each and every single person.
Yep.
But I think you're doing not harm, but I think you're missing out on a lot of structural integrity to your physique
For sure.
when you're so young and you're using knee wraps, wrist wraps, all these things. And then once 5 years down the road, you start not using those because you're a lot stronger now.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people just running into joint pains, the pain in the outer side of their wrist.
That's what I have right now.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
biggest thing.
refusing to use the wrist wraps.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go as long as I can. I just moved on to elbow sleeves, though. Love it.
The elbow sleeves are huge, for sure.
Love it.
That was a great response, everyone.
Okay, here's one.
We helped someone.
Going into my off season, is there a caloric limit you would suggest without using insulin?
I feel like that's
Per person, yeah.
I feel like it's going to depend on everything, right?
It's
like
not a
what's
caloric
your-
thing.
No,
Yeah, just
I was
keep-
going to say, how's your fasted blood glucose?
Yeah.
How's your body reacting right now? What's
Yep.
your body composition
Yep.
at? Like
Right.
all those
You're getting
factors
body
play
fat.
in.
And
You
if
know.
so, like whoever's asking this, like even if you are, because you're talking about insulin, so I'm just gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. They are tracking their fasted glucose levels. I think they should also look at their fasted insulin levels from their blood work, but also their hemoglobin A1C, because like insulin is one of those things. It's so misunderstood and it's so beneficial, especially when paired with growth hormone, when used in the correct, proper setting. You know what I'm saying? Like even though my food's back up to 3,700 calories, we're not using insulin. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to, because my body's so hypersensitive. My glucose levels are fucking
Probably
low
phenomenal.
70s,
Yeah.
high 60s every morning. But also sometimes like people think that, just like how people think, oh, I should eat these macros to burn fat. If I want to put on muscle, I should eat these macros. No, it's completely subjective to each and every individual. Same thing with utilizing any type of drug or peptide.
Also, really quick, we are not doctors. But
But we are practitioners.
I also do want to mention, too, like, I do think a lot of people do look at insulin and that's the only answer to, like, getting your blood
There's a
glucose in
ton.
range. But, like, if your calories are high, you're starting the range in that fast state, like, higher blood glucose levels, getting on, like, 500 milligrams of metformin, I think, is a great like, tool to have to bring down those, health markers into a healthier range. And you don't have to, like, use any other, like, insulin, for example, like exogenous insulin, if you don't want to.
I was going to say on top of that too, you could simply do like after meals, go for like a 5 to 10 minute walk to
Easy.
get that digestion moving, get that food moving a little bit, and then also on top of that, if you wanted to go like a healthier route, you could always use like dehydroberberine with
Absolutely.
like every
Berberine,
single meal.
yep.
Right.
If you want to use a cheaper supplement that's going to mimic that.
GDA.
So personally, right now, we had after my show, we had 500 milligrams of metformin in my plan, but being just my gut health
I
where
was
it's at
just going
right
to say,
now,
is that going to fuck with your stomach?
it definitely started, dude. Like my stools were starting to become really
They're
bad
watery?
in the morning. I'm not going to get into it,
Exactly.
but they were just
So
like
talk me through your
I
shit.
just did not feel good. So I started feeling. In my meal one, pre-workout meal, and meal before bed, I'll do a gram of berberine.
Yep.
And it's my fasted glucose levels are the same as if I was on metformin.
I've been doing 1,500 a pound weight gain.
Yeah,
It's helped me a ton.
amazing.
They
I
work
started
like
doing that
pharma
too
grade
when
drugs, which is wild.
Or my blood glucose was super high.
Yeah.
and I was feeling like shit. And then you said that, and we brought insulin in.
Exactly.
And I immediately started feeling better.
10 times
Way
better.
better.
Yeah.
Way
Your
better.
hunger goes through the roof.
If you get some,
through the
I
roof.
didn't even
And
know.
you don't even think about any drug issues you've been having.
I didn't even
digestive
realize
issues
that.
you've been having.
You guys always say that, and I didn't really realize it.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
we added it back in, and the
Huge.
next day,
Huge.
I had to
Wow.
like grip the wall so I wouldn't eat. I was like,
Yeah. It
don't
works
eat yet.
fast.
You just ate. Yeah.
Works very
Super
fast.
nice.
Dude,
What's the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave you all a ton of free answers.
I don't know. Okay, this one's probably for me. At any
knowledge.
point after you lost your first show, did you have any regret of not turning pro? Well, I
No.
wasn't going to turn pro at my first show. That was a regional, so there would have been no regret.
Idiot.
Bring it up again.
But if it, like, I don't know what they're asking. Is this Oscar?
That's hilarious.
Oh, it's one of my clients that asked that.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm just gonna
Oh
say.
no, we'll talk.
Check what's up now.
Yeah, text him. Yeah. Can we get on a call tonight?
Here's one. Turning 40 soon. What health markers should be really monitored?
Congrats.
All of them.
Congrats on making it.
Oh,
All of
fuck.
them.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yep.
the big one. I feel like the big one for any male, especially when you start breaking that older limit, like really be trying to check your blood pressure 3 times
Prostate.
a week.
Oh,
That and your
Blood
prostate,
pressure,
yeah.
prostate, testosterone.
Your
Those are-
prostate antigen values are so important
Yeah.
as you get older. Also, too, people don't realize how important your C-reactive protein is when you're older, because your body is going to be, it's going to take a lot longer to recover and heal. And if your C-reactive protein it's a marker for inflammation, if that's so fucking elevated, like when you're getting older, that's something that people completely miss.
I got
You
someone's
know.
blood work one time, and you know how the ranges are like from 1 to 3, being like, all right, like those are good ranges
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be in. This guy's was a 26.
Oh yeah, he was almost dead.
So like,
Holy shit.
it's crazy how much inflammation people carry around.
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
think why they feel like shit all the time.
Somebody asked this on my Q&A yesterday. They were like, what are your thoughts on people not taking any rest days and training every single day? And I said, you're a fucking idiot.
Stupid.
Like, dude, think
I
about
used
it.
to do that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I used to too, but I
Yeah.
wasn't getting stronger. I felt like shit. I was not
Plateau.
building muscle. I was
Yep.
I was literally getting worse at everything.
When I was doing that at
rest day,
Experience
yeah.
Fitness, and Lance was like, you got to take an off day. I was like, dude, I feel good. I just keep going.
I
Yeah,
remember when
crazy.
Lance told me, bro, Lance, back when I had my eating disorder, I remember one time Lance told me, he's like, dude, like I see you in the gym every fucking day, and you do 30 minutes on the stepper every day. You need to pull back
Sweating.
on your cardio.
Yeah.
And like, because I was so like, dude, at that point, I didn't realize I had an eating disorder. I was so
Workhorse.
fucking shredded.
Yeah.
Like my dick
Heal.
didn't work. You
Yeah.
know, and like, but in
Yeah,
my
it
mind, bro, I was like, I can't slow down. I can't do it. If I miss one cardio session, I can't do it.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know, it was so
Yeah.
bad, and I was like, yeah, I was dick skin shredded, bro. But a lot of things were sacrificed to maintain that look.
Yeah.
I used to go
You know,
for 5
You'd be
mile runs.
sweating.
Yeah, bro.
Sweating on
yeah.
that fucker.
I lifted every day and went for a 5 mile run every day.
Wild.
And
That's
some
crazy.
of the days that I wouldn't do the 5 mile run, I would be like, you're not going to do it today. And then it'd be like 9 or 10 p.m. at night,
Yeah.
and I couldn't go to bed, and I would be like, just fucking go do it. And then
See,
I would
that's-
go get it done.
That's a good disciplinary habit to have.
It's
But when it
dangerous at the
comes,
same time.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
dangerous.
exactly.
It's an addiction
You
to
have
a
to
schedule.
find that.
Exactly.
And like the feel. Yeah.
Gotta find that fine line.
It's hard. It's
So
hard to turn off.
Bro, it's like, yeah, that inflammation will really catch up on you because your body, like people don't realize it too. Cancers and diseases, they thrive with inflammation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a majority of every fucking cancer out there is correlated to
Defenses are down.
high inflammation, and if this their diet is probably not the best too. You know, lots of high sugar, or even just processed shit, but also glucose levels not in check. But it's like one of those things where, turning 40, inflammation markers, prostate
Get
antigen,
your blood work done at least.
blood
like
pressure, like
twice,
Lance
3
said,
times a year.
and also too, I would really take a look at your EGFR, just kidney function, not just kidney values of bun creatinine and that ratio.
Go through Rise TRT.
Yeah.
Also,
Math,
if you
body
if,
tech.
and if you want to
HRT,
feel
sorry.
fucking good, people don't realize like people will be in their 40s and be on TRT, but they won't realize that like their FSH or their LH is complete shit.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you're not trying to get somebody pregnant, or even if you're still fertile, like even using HCG and HMG together will make you feel so much better, just because your FSH and your LH are now coming up.
There are so
And it's
many
like-
tools that we can use.
I was gonna
in
say.
this
Yeah.
day and
There's
age.
like so
Go on.
much.
People that are
Forever.
40
so
and
much
50
information
should
out
be
there.
in shape no matter what. You
I-
have 50 years to get yourself in healthy shape.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck are you not doing that right now?
That's
Bro.
my goal, is to
Every-
be like in my 40s and be able to look at people and be like, yeah, everything you're talking about, I've never experienced.
Yeah, I know.
Like
100%.
when my parents talk to me about shit, I'm like, dude, you guys have so many resources.
Yes, yes.
So many. Like, there's so much information out there right now to, like, optimize. Dude, look at the people who actually dial in on it. Look at The Rock at, like, 51.
Yeah.
Look at Mark Wahlberg. Look at what happens, like, because people are like, oh, they got it. It's like, yeah, they have money, but, like, those motherfuckers are lifting 4 to 5 days a week, and they are, like, on their diet.
Dog, I have a 50-year-old 7 Masters pro that I coach, and he's fucking jacked and shredded.
Probably feels great.
Fuck yeah, dude. Blood works.
Yeah.
Blood work's all right. I mean, for 57, how good how good can your blood work really be at that point?
57, holy shit.
But like, he's a trooper, and also too, Lance, what you were saying. In today's generation, clip this shit. There is no fucking excuse to be fat and unhealthy. Like, there's no excuse. Like, dude, there's so much resources out there.
So much
You literally
information.
can ask somebody. People will go to the gym and spend thousands of dollars per month on a personal trainer to sit there and count their fucking reps, and they go home and eat like shit, and they're still fat year after year. Zero excuse to be fat and unhealthy nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're paying for accountability.
Bro, it's cheaper to eat healthier. And, like, we've always said that. You know what I'm saying? We've always said that. Like, buying all this processed shit, you go through it quicker because you're eating more of it because it's more addicting, all this stuff, spending more money. You know, it's so annoying, bro, when I go to the store. And I don't like judging people, bro. I don't like judging. We all inherently do it, bro. We all do it. If somebody says that they don't judge anybody when they look
They're full of shit.
They're full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But there's a difference between judging somebody and looking down upon them and judging them and being like, damn, I don't know if I agree with their decisions that they make. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I go to the store and I see people that have their ankles look like they're about to burst because they're so fucking swollen. And they're a 35-year-old, 40-year-old.
Could you imagine how that feels all the time?
A 40-year-old parent in their little scooters going around Costco and their kids are walking behind them. I'm like, you're gonna die when you're 50.
Yeah.
Like, that's so sad.
That's rough.
And people don't fucking realize like that. And the world has normalized it, dude.
Dude. It's the excuses too. When we were at Experience, how many of those like middle-aged women and men had so many excuses in the world? Yeah. I have this problem. The doctor said I have this now. Now I have this. Now I have this. Now I have this. Just fucking stay consistent in here.
It comes that, dude. I tell everyone this just because, like, I feel like I've had such a good experience, like, with all my different jobs. Like, I've gone from, like, D1 athletes, professional athletes, to, like, you know, accountants at work, to, like, online coaching people that want to bodybuild, dude. Like, you have to get to a point where enough is enough, dude.
Yeah.
And, like, the hard part is, like, I used to get so frustrated with that. Like, I used to get so pissed because I would joke and I'd be like, oh, because some trainers would tell me, oh, you know, you can't, force them to drink the water. And in my mindset was, I'll shove their fucking heads in the pond and make them drink it type shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I'll be that motherfucking trainer. And you realize, like, that you can't.
Exactly.
You think like you're so optimistic and you're so hopeful and you're like, I'll be the change. And it's like, you can't be the change for them. Yeah. That has to happen for them.
That's a great mentality to have as a leader, though.
Very true. Very
but it's
true.
like, it's tough, dude, but like, you get to that point, dude, where you see it over and over and over again. And like, even on sales calls, like, I always like something that I ask on my questionnaire is like, what's your current state of readiness for change?
Oh, I like that.
0 to 10. Like 10 being like, this is a must do. And like 95% of the time people fill out 10. Yep. And then I'll put, if you click 10, please explain why 10. And they'll write like this whole thing. And then you'll go through the call and then you go through the numbers. And then all of a sudden they're like, no, like that's where I get
I'm not ready yet.
But I've gotten to the point now where like I used to fight that. I used to try to go all salesman. And now I'm just like, you know what, dude? Let's go back to number 7 on the questionnaire. That 10 out of 10 readiness, I'm like, you do realize like we are on this call because of the bullshit that you have spewed at that
100%. 100%.
Like we are here. We are on this call right now because of the mindset that you currently have.
Yes.
Do you truly not value this growth in your life and this shift
100%
for like $200 a month? Like that's where you draw the line at like self-growth?
Your life is only worth
$200 a month. That's where you draw the line.
Yes, 100%.
Like it blows my mind.
Netflix, HBO, DoorDash.
Yep.
I got a lot of bills I got to deal with.
And it's like, don't get me wrong. Trust me when I say I have been there. I have got all the, like I tell people, I got the same motherfucking bills you have. Like the car, the housing, the student loan. Like it's not like any of us live in a super cheap area.
Right.
Like we're close close to downtown Milwaukee. But
we pay a pretty price.
It comes down to, are you tired of your own shit?
You need to stand up for yourself.
Like when you wake up in the morning and when you look in the mirror or when you open up your Snapchat or your camera, like, are you good with that?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you good with that?
Exactly.
You can talk
Are you proud to take your shirt off?
You can talk about that self-love bullshit for only so long because I've seen it. I hear, like, I have those conversations with people that are, like, super overweight or just, it's gotten out of hand. It's like, you're not happy.
Yeah.
You know you're not happy.
I have to say, though, some people are. And that's okay.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
At
I
all.
don't believe it.
I do.
No,
I think some people are happy.
I think some people are
content, but they probably do have that wish of like, damn, I wish I could do that.
I don't believe it.
Because
the data literally, bro, from a physiological perspective.
Yes.
The evidence, literally everything worse within your body and your brain and your neurotransmitters is worse completely. There's no fucking way that can be rebutted when you're overweight, unhealthy, and you're fat. It literally everything. And if somebody's happy with their life and they truly think that they're content and they're happy, but they literally are dealing with anxiety every day, but they think it's normal and they brush it off. They're dealing with depression. True. They're dealing with all these gut issues.
What about the skinny
They get up
people?
out of bed and they realize that they gotta fucking have a bidet because they can't reach around their ass. I love bidets, okay, but they can't even reach around to wipe their fucking ass. Like, come on. And it's one of those things. Self-love is not loving yourself for how you are. Self-love is having enough self-fucking respect to realize, damn, this needs to change, and I love myself enough because I know this is going to make a positive change. God didn't make our fucking bodies to be like, oh, I made you how you are. God fucking looks there to whatever you believe in. I believe in this. The Bible can corroborate this, even though I don't live my life about the Bible. He looks at somebody's like, if you're not living your fucking life to your fullest potential, then what are you doing? You're not doing anything. And I'm not even saying fitness. I'm saying even with business.
You're not doing what I made you to do.
Exactly. Like, it's our job to be on this earth, how I look at it, to create. Not just humans, but to create and make a positive change. And you can't make the positive change around you and be a good person, morally live a good life if you aren't realizing that you're meant to optimize your life every single day.
I was going to say,
I guess what I'm saying, is like not everybody needs to be.
I went off.
Me and
Lance. There better be some reels made out of me and Lance talking here. Sorry, continue.
But like, just live a healthier lifestyle. Yeah,
I was going to say that
everybody needs to be in the gym 24/7.
No, not at all.
Pushing fucking PRs
500.
every week.
Yeah. I was going to say,
but just being healthy.
You don't have to have abs.
Let your life expand as long as we can, rather than continuously.
Longevity.
Everything we purchase and do in life is cutting off little pieces.
Yes.
How do we actually put some back?
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Yes.
Like, most people
gotta
are
invest in your health.
more worried about going out and getting those drinks. More worried about, saving a penny at the grocery store. Yeah.
No, I will.
And those are purchases that are cutting off. These are ways we can invest in ourselves and create space. Yeah.
And I will say, bro, I think too, a lot of times, bro, we've been discussing within this topic, we've been discussing an individual's mindset and where that may be skewed.
Yeah.
But the bigger picture, bro, it's a societal, cultural issue that needs to change before people's minds change. Because we live in such a soft fucking world that nobody has discipline anymore, and they think it's all right.
Yes.
I was just going to say,
they glamorize it. They glamorize it.
You look at the trends of like antidepressants, drug addiction, depression, suicide. You look at all those numbers, and they're all at an all-time high. Yeah. And you don't see that there is a massive correlation with overall obesity throughout the country. That's the thing, is like, don't get me wrong, like, to argue in the favor of someone who may not be in the greatest shape, that's like, I am genuinely happy. And it's like, you probably can be, but in my opinion, to an extent, because I have never once in my entire existence met someone or seen on social media or anything publicly displayed to me of someone that went from their current state to a healthier state that didn't just go through a Rolodex of positives.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
You're never going to hear someone say,
getting promotions at work.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, being a better parent.
Plus, your lab work is going to be healthier, and your hormones are going to be healthier, so you're going to feel healthier.
Well, that's what we were saying before.
Yeah.
Sign up.
Healthier.
You guys are swaying me. But
sign up with Zach.
That's what.
Sign up right now.
And the proof is right here.
We'll help you.
The proof is anytime one of you guys walks into a room of people, 10 to 15 people are gonna come over and tell you why they aren't working out.
Exactly.
It happens every
Or
time.
I used to
why
be
they
like
slipped
that
up
back in the day.
or what they used to be.
funny.
And that's the
It's
proof
so
that
funny.
everybody
It's
is not
so-
necessarily super happy.
Bro,
It's
I was
guilt.
in Tennessee.
It's
I was in
guilt.
Tennessee, bro, and I'm at the fucking, and I just got done with the walk. You know how earlier I said, like, I do not go out in public unless I'm on a walk into a store with a tank top or a tight shirt anymore.
Yep.
But I literally got done with the walk. I'm like, fuck, I got to go to Walmart. And I'm going to Walmart, and I'm walking around. I'm just sweaty, tan as fuck, looking shredded in a
Huge
tank
as
top.
fuck.
And some fat black dude makes a comment, and he's like, damn, bro, you got to teach me how to look like you. And I'm like, and I turn around, and I said, why aren't you doing it already? Swear to God, right to his face. He's like, oh, you know, I just like work. And I said, bro, you're full of shit. And I walked
pulls
away.
an iPad out of his back pocket. There's a sign right here and right here. I'll be having a call with you on Monday.
We should get like a QR code on our phones when we're at the bars and just get like
Literally.
automatic transactions.
Now, I want to say this
I'll call tomorrow.
to move us away from the fitness side of things.
Yeah.
I think too, just if people in general, like when we were talking about disciplines, I'm like pulling us away from the discipline of sticking to a diet or going to the gym. Man, just if society in general, our culture took discipline more serious in general, of being a more disciplined parent, being a more disciplined sibling, girlfriend and boyfriend, all these things that are disciplined within your job, timing. I'm shitty as fuck with my punctuality. You know what I'm saying? If I was more disciplined with it, I bet there would be areas of my life that would be much better.
Hot take. Going off that, I know you guys. None of you guys did this, but what'd she say?
I don't know.
Oh,
No idea. I didn't even know she was down here.
oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, hot take.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, thank you. Hot take.
Rally has to take my truck. You're not taking my truck. You have to fuck down here.
Forgot what. Oh, everybody should serve 2 years in the military.
Bingo.
Out of high school.
100%.
I just truly think that.
I agree.
It doesn't mean you have to go to war. It
I
doesn't
would
mean you
probably
have to go
die.
hardcore.
We'd
But
be
you
fine.
you have to get out of your state.
Yep.
You got to go through a boot camp. And you got to live
would
on
love
your
doing
own
that,
for a
though.
little bit.
Bro,
it
love
creates
that,
discipline.
Yeah.
You learn quickly. You grow up quickly. Like you aren't a kid anymore. You're getting yelled at by a grown ass person.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to be punctual.
Because
If you fuck up, you fuck up the whole team.
Yes.
You're never actually gonna get punished alone.
Totally.
Everybody gets punished
Totally.
for you.
Dude,
So you
men
learn-
would be so strong if that's what
and
happened.
women, everybody,
Everyone,
Like,
yeah,
like
everyone.
everybody. Would
All
be
my buddies
so
who've
much
been in the
better.
military are all super
Everyone.
well
Yes.
disciplined. They're on time. They're
I
well-dressed.
love coaching military
then-
people.
They're the best.
They're
Disciplined.
awesome.
And then
Disciplined.
you step out of that world. If you want to only do your 2 years, you step out, and then you get college paid
Yes.
for,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Because I'm a big believer.
Damn, that's smart. Kids wouldn't
GI
have that.
Bill.
Yep,
Yeah.
I totally agree with you,
You
Devo,
just gotta
because
suffer.
I'm a huge believer that
Devo
even
for
though
house.
when you're when you're
bullshit.
18 years old, that's when you're considered an adult. In my mind, you're still a fucking child, and you're 18. So if once you're 18, I remember thinking this, bro. I remember thinking, yeah, I'm 18. I'm a fucking adult now. I got a little bit more freedom from my parents and stuff. You know, they're a little bit more lenient. But dude, if you get out of if you go into the military for 2 years right after high school,
Yep.
that ego side of you is
shift.
completely gone. And then now, like, you literally are starting from ground zero as an adult, and your life would propel in so many different directions. And also, like when you were saying like how good it would be, like going to college,
Yep.
you'd have the GI Bill, and like you took advantage of the GI Bill, bro. If you're in the military for the first 2 years after high school and you still don't know what the fuck to do, instead of working a shitty job, unhappy, depressed, anxious by working a job for 20 years because you didn't know what to do out of high school, bro, you have so many opportunities now because you just spent 2 years in the military.
Yeah.
You can,
Like,
there's
dude,
so many jobs in the military.
Yeah.
There's bridge builders. There's engineers. There's plumbers.
Yeah.
Like imagine if
plumbers make like $200K, bro.
Yeah.
Stacks. All those
like,
jobs you just
if you
listed
go into the
make money.
military and you learn how to be disciplined through, because everybody goes to the same basic training.
Yeah.
That's where you get the original discipline. Then
Yep.
you go to your specific school training.
With that, it's
So
called
for-
individual.
It's AIT.
AIT, yeah.
And so you go to that individual school and you learn that specific skill. So like infantry, plumbing, whatever, and they vary in length. Like you can go be a combat medic, and now you can be a nurse after
Yeah.
you get out of the military.
Yes, yeah.
Or you could go to college, and now you can you're propelled so much further.
Yeah.
Because credits
Right.
transfer. Like some military schooling counts for credits in college too.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So now you go into college. You're 2 years older. You probably are a little more mature. You're not going to go waste that whole first year.
Very true.
So you're actually going to pay attention. You're actually going to learn, and you can invest then into whatever discipline you want to go into.
100%.
I don't know. I've always thought that.
I agree,
because,
bro.
Genius.
Well, dude,
it,
I think
it just would grow. Like, everybody would grow up a little bit, and everybody
Everyone
grow
would be
into-
disciplined.
And
as
if you're
fuck.
a piece of shit, then you really just are a piece of shit.
Well,
you know.
keep talking. I'm gonna look up how many countries require that right out of high school.
Because there was an NBA player, right?
Who?
I forgot, and he had to go
Dog,
back
our
to
phones listen to us, bro. I literally just typed how many countries require, and it said how many countries require military service.
What the
Dog,
fuck?
this is. I fucking hate these things,
Yeah.
dude. These things,
of
bro.
why people are lazy.
Dude, we're on a list for sure.
Yeah.
We're on a list.
Oh,
The amount of shit
The
that me and
FBI
Riley,
agent goes, yeah, toss him one. he doesn't have to type
the
the
amount
whole
of shit
thing.
Riley and I talk about, like government conspiracies, we're definitely on a
They're
list.
all listening.
Dude.
There's an Ultron.
I
Yeah.
want them to listen.
I don't.
The computer or the TV just turns on. Your
Yeah,
mission,
literally.
if you want to accept it.
Okay, here we go. Wow, dude.
23.
Oh, wait. No. The U.S. is one of 23 countries where military draft is authorized but not currently implemented.
Oh. It's talking draft processes, not like required military service. But I don't know.
Oh, this is interesting. Norway, Sweden, North Korea, so Norway, Sweden, Israel, and Eritrea. I've never heard of that, but Norway and Sweden are very, very fucking wealthy, and also Sweden is one of the most happy countries in the world.
Yeah.
One of them.
crime.
And so it's like, and also you got to think about in Sweden
Money.
too. Sweden never bent the knee to the fucking WHO for the COVID. Like never fucking shut down. Like
I would love to go to Sweden.
I love
That'd be
Sweden,
sick.
bro.
Have you been there?
No, but I'm from there. Like,
Sweden?
but like I was. But
No,
no. So before the December after COVID, I was still supposed to go.
We should plan an overseas trip.
Where should we go? Afghanistan.
I do Sweden.
Memories.
Bring the ARs.
Yeah.
I'd go to Sweden.
Dude,
I would
yeah.
do Sweden, Germany. I really
I'd like to
wanna
do Ireland.
Ireland, yeah.
I want to do.
I think Ireland with the boys would be a blast.
I want to do Greenland or
think Greece
Iceland.
would be
fun.
Ireland's
Yeah.
fun.
Ireland's
It's a
fun.
good time.
Really?
Looks
I'd
like
go
a
to
fucking
Ireland.
blast.
We'd get
A lot of
dude,
preference.
livers.
The
Lot of
boys
buffers.
take on Ireland for like 4 or 5
that'd be
days.
sick.
That would be a fucking
I love-
ride.
That's not enough time, bro. 2 weeks in Ireland.
I
you
would
have
never-
to-
Oh, you'd want to do that?
Fuck, I'm an
yeah.
explorer,
We're not
bro.
doing
I'm, like if we go to
month.
Ireland, you best believe we're camping for 4 nights
If
out
we're
of that time.
If we're doing 2 weeks though, I would say we would knock out like 2 or 3 countries because it's like
That would
it's
be
just driving
sick.
state to state. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
They're so close.
Should we,
they're that
should
close.
we
yeah,
get on that?
countries
for-
are so close.
Should we get on that?
I do it.
I
Well,
need to get a passport. I don't have one.
let's hold it off for 2024 because I almost dropped $100,000 this week. So
2025.
Holy shit.
We'll start
that's
looking into it.
right.
Aaron would
25.
fucking love that. She hasn't
Yeah.
been. She has all her friends over there. So
Dude, the
like,
gang
we have
takes
listeners
on
over there
Ireland.
because
yeah, I know. In the UK,
yeah,
we have
yeah.
listeners, bro. Shout out to all of our UK listeners, bro.
and
could-
Australia.
and
Thanks,
Australia.
Australia.
We could listen
grow.
and grab a beer.
Yeah, dude, that'd be sick.
Dude,
They'll
you
be like,
want-
oh my god, it's dumbbells.
Dude,
and
I would
doobies.
drink a lot of
I had
beer
a,
on that trip.
we had a guy speaking of the UK. We had a guy do a presentation this week, and he was from the UK.
Yeah.
And the lunch they ordered was Portillo's.
Oh yeah.
Portillo's
Ooh.
like fucking catering though, so just huge trays of just disgusting fatty meat, and like it's just fast food.
Yeah.
And he was just talking with me because I had my bowl of chicken and rice, and he was like. He's like, God, every time I come to the States, I can't. He's like, I gain like 35 pounds. He goes, none of this food is
We got
like
that extra
anything like
fat
what we
for
have.
sure.
Yeah.
Love our
Like
food,
it-
I bet.
He's
because it tastes
oh
so
yeah,
good.
that's what he said. He goes because he's like, I can't stop.
Imagine
eating
never
it when I
having
come over.
Culver's.
I hate Culver's. I can live without it.
I'm not a big
You
fan.
hate
I'm not a fan of
Culver's.
Culver's.
The reason it's not because of anything that they make. It's because I've had such bad experiences there, like where I've gotten really sick after.
Okay.
My most recent one, I was fucked up for a whole week.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I was like, I can't do that.
What's up?
anymore.
I got a great question.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Answer.
say you had to have say you have an international friend and they're coming to America.
Ooh. First thing we're showing
Where
'em?
where is like your number
24
one
hours.
spot you're gonna take them
Quick
for
trip.
food that you think will like change the way they look at this
just
place?
kidding.
Wow.
What's
In
like
a-
the
wait,
one
change the way
spot?
in a positive or a negative
Yeah,
way?
like you gotta
What is
show
the
them a
one
banger.
food that can describe America in a sense? That's pretty much.
You're
what
gonna
we're
go to
going with.
McDonald's, aren't you?
I
You 100%
I
would.
don't
No.
It might
Where
be
would you take
one.
them? Like one spot, like
One
in
spot.
Wisconsin, Milwaukee, where you're like, I'm gonna show them a good time.
To
good
be
food.
completely
I don't
honest,
know.
I would take them to a massive grocery store
Oh, really?
because I want them to look at the variety of food
Oh,
instead of just going to a restaurant.
you got to
You know
choose a
what I'm
restaurant.
Oh, okay. It was a
You have
restaurant
to.
question.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta pick a
Does it
spot.
have to be fast food?
No.
Ooh, that's a good one.
See, the
I
hard,
might take them to a place where there's like a good old fashioned bacon American cheeseburger. Like I feel like they don't have a good
the
bacon
problem
cheeseburger.
is I like sushi. I don't like
Same
American.
here.
What if their
American
sushi
food
is
like
superior?
the back end of what I would rather go to.
What if their sushi is like superior than ours?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying to. Think
I think
of
we could
American
beat them in
food,
burgers.
but
I think we can beat them in burgers.
I'd say this, bro.
Pizza,
No, I was
dude.
gonna say
Gordon Ramsay makes a huge burger.
Italy, you
I
think
was-
Italy doesn't have better pizza than us?
Are they from Italy?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't think
Are
pizza's
they?
from Italy.
But pizza's not from Italy. Pizza's American.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is it American?
Yeah.
Oh.
What the fuck? It says Italy.
Is it?
Bonjour.
I was gonna say it's definitely an Italian.
We lose
dish.
like 20 Italian followers.
But that's probably like Italian pizza.
Culture.
Like
That's a little disrespectful, Zach.
I thought they said because I thought that was Americans being fat again. You know, like how Chinese food
That's
is
just
an
us
actual-
putting all the
Americans made it
unnecessary
fat.
shit
Yeah.
on.
I
it.
feel like if I
Fatty.
went to Italy,
Pizza
the
Hut,
number
yeah.
one thing
Okay,
I'd be focused on
sugar.
was getting homemade pizza.
But so Italy pizza is like it's completely different though because
Totally
it's more
different.
so flatbreads.
Fresh.
There's no gluten. Like it's
Just
a
sauce.
bunch of
if the,
different.
if the
Sauce
people
and
that
cheese.
if the people that founded pizza, if they saw what we have done to it,
They'd be ashamed.
They would be ashamed.
Rather
Yeah.
instead of picking who we would take, where we would take them, where would you want to be taken overseas? Like where?
Food wise,
Yeah, where's the country that you would want to go to eat food?
Oh, great question.
Let's reverse that
Probably
because that'll be
Italy.
easier.
Germany. Germany has got some fucking fire food.
Germany.
Oh,
yeah.
pretzels,
Go
brats.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You can eat anything
yeah.
from that.
Germany.
that
I'm going
group.
Italy.
Italy.
You gotta pick a different one.
Fuck, dude. There's dude.
Take me to the motherland.
You said
See-
Italy.
No, he said Italy. I'm trying to think.
The only reason I'm not picking Italy is because
Ooh.
Italy has very
know.
similar food culture to Bulgaria, and I absolutely love Bulgarian food.
Asia?
But it's like one of those things where I've had it so much of it that it's
Yeah.
like, it's one of those things where I've like,
I want the fucking
China?
fresh bread. I want the pasta.
Isn't
I want
China's
that.
food really fresh?
Japan?
Japan.
Yeah.
I'm going to Japan.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Japan's
Japan's
gonna be
great
wild.
answer.
Fire
I'm gonna go to
food.
Japan.
like actual good, not
Yeah,
Americanized
yeah.
Fresh
sushi.
as
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
I go to Germany because then also too like I don't like beer, but I would want to eat during Oktoberfest though.
Yeah.
Because that's like when the best food's there. It's like Oktoberfest.
Aaron
Sausage
went to
on a stick.
Oktoberfest in Germany without me. I hated her.
Fuck.
I hated her for that.
Yeah.
I almost didn't talk to her for like a week.
Damn.
I was in Afghanistan and she was like, "Where's one place you'd want to go?" I was like, Germany, because I would love to go during Oktoberfest because
Yeah.
I was a huge fan of beer. And then while I was in Afghanistan, her friends were like, "We're going to Germany for Oktoberfest," and she's like, "I'm going with." I was like, "Bitch!" I didn't talk to her while she was there. I was like, "I don't like you anymore."
Thinking about Lance's
Yeah.
question about where we would take somebody from
That's so
overseas, I think if we were to take somebody in Wisconsin, not just like United States,
Yeah.
I would take them to a Ma and Pa restaurant, traditional
Oh.
Friday fish fry.
Nice. Good.
Yeah,
Ooh.
baby. With some nice coleslaw, with
Yeah.
some homemade what's that?
Dude,
Fresh
there's
bread.
nothing like it.
What's this? This
Sourdough,
no, not the sauce they put on fish fries.
tartar.
Sauce. Ooh,
Yeah.
like that's where
Fresh
I go.
beer battered perch.
Damn, we should have done that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Ooh,
Some
that's
walleye.
horny, bro.
I
That's
haven't
horny.
had a fish fry in a minute.
Perch is a
Same.
banger.
Yeah.
Perch is so fucking good.
Big bastard.
Damn.
I told
Some
Riley
baby
last
red
night
potatoes.
when her and I are up camping in Lake Superior, if we catch some fucking lake trout, I'm making her the best fish she's ever had in her entire life.
We can
Yeah,
do that with a
dude.
boat.
With fish and chips.
Yeah, you are one step at a time now. How about we just drop like 120?
We'll just get
Nick,
another.
what's 40 grand more?
We'll just get another credit
20%
card.
more.
Just get another credit card.
Let's all just
Just get another credit.
let's all toss let's all toss a grand in.
Well, do you want to know what's funny, dude?
I'll be down.
Yeah.
Well,
Easy.
I'm going to be bringing my duck boat and my fishing boat back, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
Would your garage fit a boat?
Yes, but once my car's moved out, because my sister's got to buy my car, it would easily fit a boat. Because my garage...
Let's get a speed.
Beautiful. Pontoon, bro.
True. If we're all
Pontoon.
using it...
It wouldn't fit in his
No,
garage.
definitely not.
We'd have to do like a normal like.
It'd have to be a speedboat, yeah.
Oh.
Like
But
a
we can
C-
vibe
CT.
on that.
Speed
Tubing.
would be sick. Yeah.
Tubing. Oh, me and Riley are going to rent some fucking jet skis when we're up north.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's going to be so
My
fun.
buddy, his mom lives on Pewaukee Lake, and she's
Yeah.
got 2 jet skis. And every time he comes home, he's like, "Want to go for a rip?" I'm like,
Hell
yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
we'll
let's
just
do
rip
it.
the pen and then go just rip around
Oh,
the lake on
yeah.
jet
Oh,
skis.
yeah.
Sounds like a
Just
blast.
fucking high as shit. It's so
So
fun.
fun. I love riding.
And then I'll just be like, "All right, see ya." Such a fun
What else
time.
we got?
I got some... a
Yeah,
few
let's
more,
end on one more.
Yeah, let's end on one
Unless
more.
you got a couple rapid fires we can do.
I'm ready to play some Frolf. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Hey,
I
okay,
wanna
this-
get
This
moving.
is not my last question, but have ever you guys ever had Raising Cane's?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
So-
it. It's mid.
Oh,
I've never had it.
Trash.
Mid as fuck.
Fucking, where have we had Raising Cane's?
Trash in Ohio.
Where?
In Ohio.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right, for the
yeah.
Arnold.
Sore subject.
Trash. Trash.
He made me
That's
get
right.
Raising Cane's.
I didn't
and
make you do
you
shit.
talked about it for 45 minutes.
Because the one I
nonstop.
went to was good.
It sucked.
I'll show you guys what Bill asked.
Oh my God, Bill.
Some political.
No, it's hilarious.
Just talking is good old language.
Love that guy. Tissue specialist.
Yeah, go see him.
Here we go.
Use code D2.
Use code T2 for 15% off.
I heard Bill said you would get 1 free session if you use code D2.
Yep, that's what I heard too. Okay, this one right here. This one's gonna be. Since we're already talking about food, what is better, a cheat meal or a refeed meal or a refeed day?
A day or a meal?
Well,
Cheat
meal.
meal. I guess it depends on
not a cheat day.
Cheat meal, because I don't care to eat
Cheat
all
meal.
day. I like to eat normal.
I'm
all day.
picking cheat meal.
Well, we got to figure out
cheat
what
meal.
the definition of better is, though. You know,
Better?
what's better? Like,
I'm gonna enjoy it more.
Either could be better.
Probably a refeed is probably better.
Oh,
healthy
better for your like actual body.
I feel like
refeed.
either
Yeah.
could be better.
Because I think that's the context of what he's asking is like,
Refeed
what
day.
would you rather do,
They're
a
both
cheat
the
meal or a
same.
refeed
They're
day?
I mean,
both
yeah,
the
if
same
the
almost.
refeed's nicer because obviously you're probably going to stick to
Clean.
better whole food,
Yeah, it's
clean
cleaner.
options.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
some people might respond better to just one cheat meal.
It's the
just
mental
like
relief.
mentally relaxation.
Yeah.
They
Four
might chill the
crumble
fuck
cookies.
out.
I think too, it's especially like if you're at the early stages of prep. Because I had I had 2 cheat meal or free meals on prep, and they weren't even fucking free meals. They were still healthy.
Sushi.
The sushi, and then I took Rally out for a steak dinner in Houston.
Oh,
that
nice.
was it was
You
awesome.
feel great after a steak dinner.
Oh yeah, but I think the mental. I think if you're in prep and somebody like, I think it's really beneficial for that mental release, but not when you are so close to a show. But I think in terms of overall progression, week to week, and as a coach, seeing the trends, the positive trends that I want to see, I think I'm going to get much more out of refeeds and what I want to look for more going forward instead of a cheat meal. You know what I'm saying? But mentally, they're great.
Yeah,
dude, I haven't had a free meal since 2 weeks after, or 2 days after my show.
Damn.
We'll have one tonight.
I'm gonna have one when I'm going north.
Have one.
That's gonna be better.
What do we
we're
got?
not getting dinner tonight.
No, we're drinking. I'm saving my calories, dog.
All right.
Anyway,
Any more questions?
I got a
No,
bunch,
we're
but we
good.
can save them.
Yeah, let's save them for next week.
Yeah.
I think this is a good spot to wrap up. Next week. I know it's
I had
next
one.
week,
I
too.
had one.
What's the question?
I'm
It's
gone
gonna
next
take
week.
too long.
What is it?
Oh, what time?
I
is
was
it?
gonna say let's make our Mount Rushmore of movies we've never seen that are popular.
Well, let's wait for next week for that one.
Start
Sorry.
next.
Such a
Write that on
Sorry,
your
but
phone.
that's a good one though,
Because
right?
Put that in your phone notes.
because
Okay.
Deadpool Wolverine might be in that top list.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
That's next week.
Yeah, it is.
The
But
next
I'm not
time
gonna be here,
Nick's
bro.
gone.
I'm gone.
What?
I'm
So
seeing
we
it.
should go during the week.
I'm seeing it.
Thursday.
No.
Thursday.
We have to
When
go
there's less
Thursday
people,
night.
though.
Let's go Thursday night.
What?
Go
Thursday
like, go
night.
like after opening weekends when
Thursday
there's less
night.
people.
We have to
we
get
gotta
tickets
see
today.
it.
Thursday night.
Okay,
Yo.
I'm not gonna see it.
We
until I get
can't
back.
wait. We can't wait for you.
If it's that good, no.
I'm just being
Okay,
honest.
don't
I
wait
don't
for
want
me.
it. I don't
If it's that good,
want
if it's that good,
I don't want spoilers.
I want you guys. I
don't
want you to
spoilers.
tell me this. Like
see it
after
again.
you
I'll
guys
see it
see it on
again.
Thursday,
I'll give you a
I want you to
score.
text. No, I want you to be like, "Yo, Nick, when you get back, let's see it again," because then I'll
see
know
it
it's
again.
gonna be that good.
Oh
see it
yeah,
again.
yeah, yeah.
You know what
I'll
I'm
see
saying?
that shit like 4 times.
I'll see it
after.
again.
So if
I
it's
need
that
to
good,
see
we're
it.
all going again. We're getting high as fuck, and
That's
we're
fine.
gonna get
I'd
some
gladly
movie
see
theater
a
food.
Marvel movie twice.
I just don't want to see spoilers.
No, good
All right,
point.
Round the table, Zach.
We're going on Thursday night.
Yeah.
By the way.
Good. Tell the people.
But yeah, no, we're gonna go frolf. We're gonna have a good day. Hope everyone else enjoys their weekend. Enjoy the freaking weather because it's beautiful outside.
Yes, sir.
If you don't have nice weather where you live, I'm sorry, but have a great week.
Nick.
Yeah, no, I just had a great week. There's been lots of good stuff that we've been getting asked in the podcast. Lots of support. I'm going to shout out Luke because Luke's been making some banger
we
fucking
love you,
reels
Luke.
for us.
Yep.
He's been on our shit. He's been on his shit with getting everything up on Wednesday, the post, the 4K cameras, everything. And other than that, people, the huge portion of the podcast today was talking about don't be fat. So don't be a fat fuck.
And doing drugs.
And and doing drugs. So don't be fat, but do drugs.
Yep.
There you go. That's
Oh,
that's
God.
a good balance.
Oh, God. Okay, anyways, Lance.
Is tonight the house or is tomorrow the House of the Dragon finale?
Tomorrow.
Is that the finale for the season?
I think
Yeah,
so.
Sunday.
Well, that's been an absolute disappointment. But finale for that.
The boys.
The boys. If you haven't seen
I
that,
haven't
get
seen
on
one
that.
yet.
Oh,
Check that shit
incredible!
out.
So
dude.
good.
I'm waiting
Preseason
for
football's
Rowley.
coming up. If you haven't gotten a chance to play college football yet, that
So
sucks.
fun.
It's a great time. Have a great rest of your week.
NCAA, get it. Enjoy the rage that we all have. Have a good week. Get out in the sun, and we will catch you next week. Use code D2.
Deuces.